Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Cam Fats, coming at you on behalf of Epic Conversions, epicconversions.com. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, you guys. It's been a while since I've done like a live stream on Facebook. It's been a little bit. I've kind of been working behind the scenes a lot, keeping to myself, just getting things done. You're not going to see me as much on Facebook in 2021 as you did in 2020, but I'll still be around. Every day I'll be here for a little while, just not like I used to. I wanted to like let you guys know what's going on with me as far as I got this new podcast that I just put out. That's really cool. It's called One Step Away, and I always thought that one of the problems with podcasts was distribution. That was my opinion with podcasting. One of the problems was distribution, as far as like getting it to places where people would actually listen to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's Spotify. Yeah, there's Apple iTunes. Yeah, there's all these places you can distribute a podcast. But at the end of the day, there's a large demographic of people that don't really mess with those places. Like they don't get their information from those places. Like they still they watch YouTube videos and they read articles and stuff like that. So that was kind of like the puzzle of distribution that I was kind of trying to figure out in the period of time between my last podcast that I did and this new one that I'm doing now. So I wanted to share something with you guys that I figured out. But the way I figured this out is funny. So for me to tell you what the conclusion I came to was, I need to share this other thing with you, if that even makes sense or whatever. This all starts with TV Guide, okay? This all starts with the TV Guide. Let me explain. I want to share my screen with you, okay? So this is an episode of the TV Guide, right? From 1967, right? So this is like a really old, back in the day, people got a TV Guide and they would see what was on television based on what the TV Guide was. They planned what they wanted to watch. You know what I mean? And this was a thing. And then what happened was, you got to understand, there was a period where TV Guide was like a $3 billion company. It was huge. I don't know how many people, a ton of people got the TV Guide every single week. And they used this to figure out what they wanted to watch. So, along comes the internet and along comes Netflix and all these streaming services. And, along comes this ability to have this guide right there on the television that tells you what's happening. And I kind of thought, I was thinking about TV Guide the other day, and I kind of thought that they probably went out of business. That's kind of what I thought. When you think about companies and businesses that their model, it doesn't seem like it's around anymore. They would go out of business, kind of like blacksmiths or something, but I was wrong. I was totally wrong. That's not what happened to TV Guide. TV Guide did struggle a lot. They did struggle a lot for a while, but they were bought in 2015 and they're actually making money. They're actually moving in the right direction. They're in the black. They're positive, right? I think they're 4 million up. They're not quite as big as they were when they were doing 3 billion a year. But I pulled this little article up. I wanted to show it to you. And this is all going to come back to my podcast and, helping you hopefully. So TV Guide magazine is still here and it's, doing just fine, right? This was 2018, right? The former American household staple is riding high thanks to new ownership and a new focus on TV across all platforms. So everyone loves a comeback story. The 65-year-old TV Guide magazine has a great one to tell after some trying years. So TV Guide backstory is long and sometimes cringeworthy one. But what's important to know is that the magazine was once distributed to nearly 20 million American households, and one time was evaluated at more than $3 billion. But the rise of digital cable, the internet disrupted its bread and butter, which was offering local TV listings in virtually every U.S. market. Its capital and brand equity allowed it to make pivots. But in hindsight, they were reactionary and ill-conceived and led to crippling debts. Since 1988, the brand has changed ownership a handful of times. The magazine and its digital assets were split the digital business going to CBS Interactive. But TV Guide, the magazine, the physical magazine, you guys, it's still here. And not only has it survived, its new debt-free owner, NTVB Media, has transformed it into a moneymaker that's increased its EBITDA by $4 million since its 2015 acquisition. What is EBITDA? This is like basically like earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. It's basically like a way to gauge the healthiness of a company, right? There's a couple ways you can do it. You can look at like their net, like what is their net income after they pay all their expenses. This EBITDA is another way to kind of gauge the health of a company. Earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization. So anyways, yeah, so that's what that is. Sure, that's a far cry from the billion-dollar business it once was, but times have changed, and so has TV Guide and TV for that matter. What's perhaps the most interesting about TV Guide is how it's succeeding. Essentially, it's bucking every trend that's working against print magazines in 2018. It grew newsstand sales by more than 7% in the second half of 2018. Guys, all these print magazines and print newspapers are shrinking and disappearing. They grew by 7% the second half of 2018. Has a healthy and clean subscriber list of 1.25 million readers, and it's investing in its advertising business by increasing its sales staff, tapping into new categories. I think it's cool, right? Because TV Guide is going against the grain. They're like, where everyone else is zigging, they're zagging, and they're succeeding. So the secret to success, maybe in the ownership itself. NTVB has been around for more than 35 years. So basically, took a risk, launched TV Weekly. So this is important, okay? It started as a printing company and then expanded its business into TV listings to inserts for local newspapers. However, Andy D'Angelis, CEO, says about 9 years ago, the writing was on the wall that the piece of the business was in trouble because the struggles newspapers were facing. We were afraid to answer the phone because newspapers were killing their TV books to save money, right? So he took a risk and launched TV Weekly. It was a magazine that borrowed from TV Guide's heyday. TV Weekly taps into 160 markets and for all intents and purposes acts as a programming guide for TV viewers who consume TV the old-fashioned way, right? So the tapping into that little niche, that little sub-niche of people who still consume TV the old-fashioned way. But this is cool. The success of TV Weekly led NTVB to expand its footprint in the market. Today, its portfolio also includes Remind on Dish View magazine, Channel Guide magazine, and TV Insider, a website devoted to informative content about TV programming. Its TV assets made NTVB an ideal buyer for TV Guide when its former owner, Open Gate Capital, was looking to unload it in 2015, right? So it goes on to talk about some of their strategies with the TV Guide. Basically, they focus on, talking about, they have a big focus. They do the listings, and they also list for like Netflix and some of these streaming services as well. But their big claim to fame is they do like articles on the shows, articles on the actors and stuff like that. So instead of like being kind of like People, like this generic version of People, it's more like an Entertainment Weekly type magazine now. But it's just really cool. It's a really neat success story. I won't bore you guys anymore with this, but it's a really cool story that TV Guide is actually still around, and they're able to do it just by pivoting and adjusting what the TV Guide was. What the heck's that got to do with me? So anyways, I was inspired by TV Guide. I was looking for another way to distribute my podcast. So what I wanted to start doing was publishing like weekly issues. And basically these issues, they're basically just a simple little PDF. This is the first one you're looking at right here. And I put a link somewhere around this video. You guys can get access to this. It's free. It's totally free. I just want to publish one of these every week. It's a simple little PDF. You guys can download it. And basically it just has, I do 5 episodes of One Step Away a week. Okay. And this is the first issue, and it's got the first 5 episodes plus episode 0. You click on these links and it takes you right to the episode, right? So it's an easy way to keep track of a show. It's an easy way to keep track of the show so you don't miss any episodes. It's cool because you can download it and have it on your computer, and just like you can share it with other people. It's cool. It's just cool to have that like kind of tangible thing, like a PDF that you can actually just have. So I think it's pretty neat. I think this is a cool way to distribute. It works pretty good. I released, like I said, Friday. I launched this thing, so the first 5 episodes became available, and I can tell you guys, the PDF thing, the little newsletter thing is working pretty good. We can see like 27, 22, 18, 21. There's lots of downloads already happening with One Step Away. And it's only like, guys, we got to remember, I launched this thing on Friday. Okay. I launched this thing on Friday. I front loaded it with 5 episodes on Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all came out on Friday. And now one episode just came out today, but I haven't published. I'm going to publish a new PDF issue, a new little One Step Away weekly. I'm going to publish that next Monday, right? So I'm going to do this week, and then on Monday, I'm going to share another PDF with that week's worth of episodes. So it's pretty cool, man. It's a pretty cool little, I think it's a pretty cool little distribution mechanism. I kind of just borrowed it from like TV Guide and, Channels Guide Weekly. When I was a kid, we used to get a Sunday paper and it had a little Channels Guide in it. That's what we used to figure out what we wanted to watch on TV. And I thought it would be kind of a cool, way to distribute the podcast. The other cool thing about using something like this as a distribution mechanism is that, like, if you want to advertise something, like if you have an affiliate promotion that you want to advertise, or if you want to advertise your own product, you can do that right there in the PDF, the weekly guide. So like if you're doing a YouTube channel and you're publishing episodes a few times a week or whatever, dude, this is a perfect way to distribute. If you're doing a podcast like I'm doing, like 5 days a week, like this is the perfect way to distribute. You can distribute a PDF. You can share that with your list like once a week. So that way, every single day, you're not sharing about a new episode. You know what I'm saying? Like if you publish episodes every single day, like I can publish episodes every single day to a podcast, but I don't want to like email my list every single day about the new podcast episode. They're just going to be like, it's going to like basically like dilute it's going to dilute the effectiveness of my list. You know what I mean? Like, because they're going to get really, really conditioned and used to that free content every single day. And then what's going to happen is, like, when I want to do promotions, they're just kind of like desensitize the emails for me, period. They're just going to think it's just like the new thing. So like, I don't like that. And I think it works better to do like the PDF and just share the PDF with people once a week. So that's what I'm doing. But I wanted to give you guys access to that PDF. So it's right here somewhere around this video. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll put a link to the PDF in the description. It's pretty cool. You can download it. It's got the first several episodes of One Step Away. I'm going to publish a new PDF every single week. So a new issue every single week on this one. And I guess that's it, guys. I guess that's all I got. I just wanted to talk about TV Guide and my new podcast. So anyways, I'll see you guys on the One Step Away episodes. And thanks so much for hanging out. I'll catch up with you guys later on. Peace, everybody.